What's good with the world, everyone? Sony here, back again to give you guys another tutorial. You know how this goes down. Alright, so as you guys always heard, I'm just giving you this as a reminder. From now on, my tutorials will both be in English and also in Korean, so both will be in the same content, but you know, one for my English viewers and one for my Korean viewers back home. So check that out. Today's tutorial is going to be on how to make 5 ways for mixing and adding sub bass to your thing. So let's get started. The first 2 ways are going to be pretty obvious. So I got this kick right here using Kick 2 by Sonic Academy. If you guys know what this is, I'm going to set this at G. This is the default. If you open it and tune this exactly at G. Let's make it a little shorter. Alright, now that it's short, let's go. So the first way you guys could do all of this is by just adding a simple kickstart or something like that. So let's go to 3x oscillator, turn off both of it, put down the pitch. Remember, it was in G, right? Alright, so we get a pattern like this, right? So we're just going to insert a kickstart into this. Let me name this for you guys so you guys don't get messed up. Sine, boom. So we're going to insert a kickstart for you. Alright, this could be done by kickstart, it could be done by fruity limiter, it doesn't really matter. The effect is the same thing, so you guys could hear it pumping, right? Let me take the kick out so you guys could hear it. If I take the effect off, very easy. A lot of people use this, very self-explanatory. One of the things that you guys have to do when you're doing this is always have a higher percentage of it being ducked out of the way for the sub sine wave that you're going to do. You guys could check out my older tutorials for that. The second way, number 2 way, is to just do volume automation, and it basically does the same thing. You know, a lot of people actually go for volume automation rather than putting a compressor on and doing the ducking or sidechain, whatever you want to call it, because if you're actually putting on a compressor and then the compressor is going down, then it's actually making it more dense, and it's shifting the sound quality, is designing the sound and it's changing the sound a little bit. So instead of doing that by just lowering the volume like that, so you would just automate, right? By just automating it, let's say it like this, boom, 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 boom. You guys could achieve the same effect. Number 3, 4, and 5 is going to be more, way more different. You guys probably haven't heard of these methods unless you're pretty advanced in the game. So number 3 method is the opposite way of if you're adding a kickstart to it, and this is done by adding a gate to this. For these examples, I'm going to be using FabFilter plugins. Very powerful, very nice, right? So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna get my FabFilter G G, because I'm a G like that, right? Because I'm gangsta. No, G stands for gate here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into expert mode, click external. Okay. I'm going to go to here, click right over here, and then click on sidechain to this track. And then it should be sidechaining to that track. Alright. What I'm going to do is go here in the processing tab, choose right click, choose kick. You guys could hear the kick coming through. Let me turn the kick off for a second. Then you guys know that when you add a compressor or when you have kickstart, the sine wave ducks out of the way whenever the kick is hitting, right? That's what is happening. But if you put a gate on and do it, basically the sine wave is jumping out whenever the kick is not hitting. Do you guys understand? Or you could think of it vice versa. Whenever the sine wave is not hitting, whenever the sine wave is hitting, the kick is getting out of the way. So this could be another way to go around it. People I've seen using Pro Tools, they use this a lot. You know, it has a slightly different effect to it. You guys could play around with the range and the ratio. See how much you want to control, how much you want to sort of get out of the way. So that's the number 3 way to do it. All right. Number 4 way. Number 4 way is by just adding, instead of having the sine wave. If you're having a very fast pace like drum and bass, or if you're having like something like metal or rock music that you're mixing for, it might just be a better idea in total to just get a plugin that emulates the lower frequencies of the already said kick drum. So for example, let me go in here and make this kick drum really short again. Alright, I'm going to use this plugin called the Low Ender. And there's a couple plugins like this. There's one by Brainworks. If you guys haven't checked that out, you guys should probably check that out. I forget what it's called, but this is the one that I go to the most, by Refuse. And it gives a extra low end, as you guys could hear already. Too much, right? So that's the whole bass that's blending. This before, and this after. Before, after. So if you have any fast driven stuff like that, it might be better idea to just put the low end like that. And the last but not least, okay, way is by actually compressing and expanding at the same time. So for this example, I'm going to be using FabFilter Pro MB. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to get a low band, and let me change the sine wave to a saw wave. Actually, put down the volume a lot, so we get that sound going on right now, right? What I'm basically going to do is do the same thing that I did to that plugin, the gate plugin. So alright, so this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go into Pro MB right here. I'm going to make 2 bands. Alright, the first one is going to be around 49 hertz. Going to cross over. No, let's actually say it's going to cross over around 98 hertz. And I know this to be 98 because actually, if you guys just Google online for note frequencies and stuff. If you guys just go online and look at note frequencies, a lot of the times you will find all of these, right? So you can see right here that 49 is G right here. So double that is 98, 196. So I'm going to have the lower frequencies cover from whatever to 98, and then to 392 I'm going to have the higher frequencies cover. So crossover 98, and then higher frequencies 392. Boom. The lower band is going to be compressed. So every time the kick hits, it's going to compress, you know, much like a regular sidechain, regular ducking. But the other one, this is going to be expanded every time it hits. So I'm going to click expand, extend, also do it. So together it will sound like this. And you guys could see the visual representations of those two. So people use this a lot in rock music. You'll find a lot of rock mix engineers use this, you know, metal, any kind of bass driven genre, drum and bass a lot. Not so much in house music or hip hop music as much, but I've seen it done in future house tracks too with great success. So you guys could always experiment around. So that's the five different types of way you guys could add subs and mix your subs. Hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, follow me.